Excuse me. Hello, everyone. It is Briximus Prime back for another unboxing live stream. And today we've got a big Amazon box to open. I'm not going to be doing this for too long. I'm not going to have that. I'm trying not to have this be a super long, but we'll do what we can. Just some updates, I guess, since I did that last time. Hope everyone has been enjoying the Halloween videos I've been putting out, the spooky, haunted, spooky videos. I hope people have been enjoying those. And then just as a side note, I did get some new comic book stuff because, again, I guess I show this stuff off now. And also, I'm trying to make sure that I keep everything all entertaining for anyone who is not watching this live on the live stream, because I understand there are some people that go back and watch the live streams when they're not live. So I'm going to try to keep these as entertaining and as brief as possible so they're easy to go back and watch. But first off, from the comics, I did pick up the Transformers G.I. Joe First Strike. It's got Scarlet right there at the front. You can see Optimus and Megatron in the back. Got some nice artwork right there. It's a pretty thick volume. Looks like a good read. And then I did pick up recently at my local comic shop, I picked up a box to store all my comic books in. Sup, Firewall? Just wanted to show off a box that I got to store my comics in. So this is what it looks like. It's got the Lost Light crew all across the front of it. It says IDW down there in the corner. And then on the lid, on the top, it's got Optimus and Megatron duking it out. It says Transformers. And then on the side here, it's got an image of Optimus Prime with the Matrix of Leadership in his hands. And so you just slide open this box, and then there is a bunch of my Transformers comics in there, with the most recent one at the front being Shattered Glass 2. And I had a whole hour yesterday of me just organizing this shiz. So anyway, I did get that, and they did make a G.I. Joe and TF crossover, didn't they? Yes, they did. They did multiple. Specifically, this comic book is based on the G.I. Joe crossover series they did back in like 2015, 2016. And then literally the year after that, they did, or a couple months later, they did that crossover between, it was that big comic book blowout thing that Hasbro did where it was Transformers, G.I. Joe, ROM, Micronauts, and Mask, and they were all coming together as like a big comic book universe kind of thing. And like Skywarp joined with G.I. Joe, and there's a bunch of other stuff like that. But yeah, I did pick up that comic. It's from that era. Need 3 more shelves just for the books. 3 more shelves just for the books. Well, so far, that box is all the Transformer comics I have that's in there, besides the ones that I haven't read over here. And the ones that I haven't read yet that are over here is the Beast Wars Volume 3 and then the G.I. Joe one, like I showed off. So I just have those to read. And then, obviously, I've been doing the Halloween videos. Hope everyone's been enjoying those. My next Halloween video is on the Masters of the Universe Masterverse Scare Glow. Been saving this one for a couple months just for Halloween, so hope you guys will enjoy that one. And then after that, we've got a couple more Transformers and Halloween related stuff. Store Ratchet's gun in the alt mode. Yeah, I saw the comment. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the Shattered Glass video. I really liked putting that one together. Hope that one was enjoyable. And then, oh yeah, Just a little update on Rise of the Beasts news. I did see the news on the voice actor and voice actress who are playing Mirage and Airraiser. It's nice to finally get some updates to the movie. Hopefully we get a trailer soon. I'm really hoping we do, but hey, it's nice to see that we finally got an update of any kind. Is the Null 2-pack coming out anytime soon? It should be, though. Well, do you mean the Null 2-pack as in my review or in the figures themselves, like out in stores? Because they are out in stores and some online retailers do have them. My review, however, is not going to be coming up quite yet. Got Junk Heap today. Nice. I think I actually have mine back here. I have my Junk Heap behind me with Rekgar on top of him. Very nice. I got my Rekgar and Junk Heap all together. And I'm happy that they're continuing the Junkions. I'm glad that they're bringing in more of them so we can have our entire Junkion army. As in a Halloween review, I know the 2-pack was out for a while. Yeah, the review will be coming up this month. I've been saving it for October, but it's not going to be the next one. My next review is on the Scare Glow, and then I've got a Transformers one, and then it's just going to keep going back and forth between Transformers and a different review, Transformers and a different review, all the way up until October, like 29th, maybe 30th, something like that. But yeah, I've got, let's see, how many reviews... Counting the Scare Glow, how much do I've got left? Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I've got about 8 reviews ready for Halloween, going all throughout October. I got 8 going on. And then counting the ones that I've already uploaded, it should be a total of like 12. What did you review? Right now, let's see. I've reviewed. My first review was on my first spooky video was on the Warhammer Chaos Marine and the Tyranid Gene Stealer. The next one after that was Transmutate from Beast Wars. Then after that, it was the Mini Puffs from Ghostbusters Afterlife. And then after that, it's the Shattered Glass one that I released yesterday with Optimus and Ratchet. Are you interested in the retro card Lizard? Yeah, I'd be pretty keen on trying to pick that figure up. The only thing is, I just prefer the Build-A-Figure one. I like the color of green on that one better, and I actually like the more dinosaur looking head because that's the Lizard that I grew up on. I prefer that look. Not like it, no, like in the live stream. I'm not reviewing anything in the live stream. I'm unboxing something in the live stream. The box that I'm going to be opening is this. It's this Amazon box, really big box. And then, was there anything else I needed to update on? Don't think so. I mean, I did some house cleaning recently, but that's not what I was going to update on. Oh, yeah, by the way, we got a guest in here I'm trying to stall before opening the box, but we've got a guest. Some of you might recognize this guest from some reviews of mine. Say hi to Jack. Hey, Jack, say hi. Say hi to the audience. He's a good kitty. Hi, Jack. Aren't you? Yeah, every now and then he'll be in here and he'll be sitting next to me while I'm doing reviews. And then when he feels like he wants attention, he'll start hopping up on the table and he'll get in the way whenever I'm in the middle of reviewing something. He's a good boy. Aren't you, Jack? Anyway. Anyway, there's Jack. He's in here at the same time. He's just in here at the same time as I'm doing this live stream, just as he does when I'm in the middle of doing reviews. But All right, hit 10 minutes. All right, I think I'll now unbox, because again, I'm trying to make this not be very long, but I will now unbox the Amazon package here. Any guesses as to what's in here? I'm not going to say yes or no, just I want to get you guys commenting more. Also, this came fairly quickly. This came very quickly. Build-A-Figure Lizard is still good despite the knees not bending that much, but the retro card one is in my opinion better since it can serve as both classic version and the more modern version. A 5-pack for Transformers. Good guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Yeah, this came fairly quickly, especially considering that I ordered it yesterday. But then again, it's Amazon. Wow. That looks impressive. The box is very impressive. Wow. And then I think I'm supposed to... Oh, I have to cut right there. Oh. Oh. I know what he wants. He wants the box. Jack wants to be in the box that I just took it out of. Jack. Oh, yeah. Actually, I should mention that. Did anybody see the very end of my Transmutate review? If you saw the very end of my Transmutate review, you're cool. And you know what it is that I'm talking about. Anything else that I have to... Yeah. I have to cut this part too. Come on. There we go. All right, anyway, no more stalling. I was trying to get some tape off of it that was stuck. So this is the Transformers Crossovers G.I. Joe Megatron Hiss Tank. Oh, heck yeah. This thing looks like it's intense, and I love it. Looks really good. I'm not a huge G.I. Joe person, but I am a big enough fan that I was willing to pay for the full price of this figure. And I love how the Hiss Tank looks. The Hiss Tank looks great. It's really nice to see the Hiss Tank getting a lot of love. How often does your cat knock over your figures? Actually, not that often. Jack actually doesn't really knock anything over all that often. But yeah, and then this box has a fancy sliding open thing. Oh wait, I missed some of the tape. There's one on the bottom. Yep, there's one on the bottom as well. There we go. Okay. Okay, now let's do the unveiling. Oh, Hasbro. Ooh, fancy brown box, just like the Generation Select stuff. Here on the top, it's got G.I. Joe Transformers. Here on the back, it's got some Cobra secret files. It says, surveillance has detected spies scouting Cobra base. Unauthorized vehicle is identified as Subject B. Be prepared to intercept. Their sting is sharp, but we are poised to strike. Their sting is sharp. I'm assuming they're referring to the Bumblebee crossover figure, the G.I. Joe Bumblebee figure. All right, let's slide this open. If I can. Wow, wow. That is a lot bigger than I thought. That is probably the most impressive thing about this figure is how big he is. Like, wow, that is actually. Wait, hang on. Let me grab the. Hang on. Let's see. Who do I got who I can compare him with? Let's see. I'm trying to think of a good one. I don't know. Here. Optimus Prime in his truck mode. Here's the Megatron. Fudge. Here's Megatron. Here's Optimus Prime. Look at just how big that Megatron is. This thing is huge. Wow. He's not as big as like Commander Class Jetfire tall, but he's definitely up there. Like he's bigger than Commander Class Rodimus, that's for sure. Let's get this guy out of there. Okay, got that piece. Then I need. Hang on. There's his instructions. Drop in the box. Fudge. So yeah, the reason why this figure is so freaking big, I remember them saying this figure is pretty big, but wow, just in person, this thing looks way bigger than I thought. They said that this figure is meant to be in scale with the legit Hiss tank from back in the day that fits the 3 3/4 inch figures. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where that was. I'm wondering where this was. There it is. There is the Baroness in her carded back packaging. Wow. So there's the Baroness right there. Trying to get this huge chunk of Megatron out of there. That's why it's got a twisty tie. Taller than Menasor? No. It's not taller than Menasor, but it is definitely up there. It is definitely pretty tall. The Menasor is about just as tall as Jetfire is, and this guy's not that tall, but he's definitely tall. Like, here, I'll do some more comparisons. Just give me a second to get him out of there. The only thing I'm not a fan of that I saw in early reviews is how his fusion cannon connects on. How it, like, connects onto his wrist for some reason. All right, let's see. Did I get everything so I can just slide out this Megatron? Did I get everything? Nope. Apparently not. He has another rubber band around his waist, and then I missed his wrists. Come on, Megs. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, he's pretty dang big, I'd say. But the problem is, based on some of the reviews, that's the most impressive thing about him. Because apparently this guy is not all that engineered. But I'll be the judge of that. Because there's some figures out there that everyone is really harsh on, and then I get them and I play with them, and I'm like, "What do you mean? These guys seem fine." So let's see. This must go here and here. The his tank turret thingy, and then this is supposed to connect onto the figure. Let's see, where's the this piece connects on to this piece connects on right. Come on. Don't want to break in. There we go. Okay, got that piece on, and then I believe these just hinge right here to the sides. So if I had to compare this guy to something, like in terms of his quality, he's very Prime Wars trilogy, Power of the Primes kind of level of engineering. Is this even transformed all the way? It doesn't look like it. This is supposed to tab in. Why isn't it tabbed in? Well, there he is. There's the big old leader of the Decepticons. And then his fusion cannon goes on his wrist, even though there's clearly enough room to have it go on his forearm, but kind of looks from right here, it looks like it's barely hanging on him. Yeah, there you go. Giant Megatron, nice big Megatron mug right on top of his head. Like that. And I just realized his shoulder's untabbed. Oh, okay, I see now. These move independently. Yeah, this guy feels very much and is like the size of like a Power of the Primes figure. Let me see if I can get him to stand up. So the other problem with him that everyone kept talking about, and it's really apparent, like I can really see it because everyone's been talking about it, is this guy is pretty kibbly. I could agree with those statements. So let's see if I can get a better angle on him. Here's the G.I. Joe Megatron right here. Let me move my mic out of the way so I can show this off. And then here is the Menasor compared to the Megatron. Yeah, he's pretty big. He's not as tall as this, but he's still really big compared to the Combiner. Like, what the... Yeah, this is a reissue of the vintage Baroness figure, which they've already reissued this figure before, but they threw it in again, but with this Megatron. Yeah, it literally is just exactly the same thing as the reissued one that you can go and find in a separate pack just like this. And of course, because I'm not that big of a G.I. Joe person, as much as I like this retro packaging, I'm going to take her out of the packaging, even though some people might want to keep her in box. But yeah, there's some comparisons between Megatron and Menasor. Yeah, I'll definitely show off more when I actually do a review on this Megatron, but just, wow, he's big. He's so big. It's like so freaking huge. Like, what the heck? Like, here, let me show you here's the Siege Voyager Netflix Megatron, the Voyager Class 1. Netflix one, G.I. Joe. What the freak? Megatron is so huge. And then, obviously, there's also that G.I. Joe crossovers Bumblebee that's going to come out later. I have no idea how much smaller he's going to be to this guy, but he looks like he's going to be pretty big as well. But yeah, the main reason this guy is so big is because when he transforms into the Hiss tank, the Hiss tank he transforms into is meant to be in scale with the original Hiss tank toy. That's why it comes with a Baroness figure, so you actually have a Cobra person to put into the Megatron's tank mode. But yeah, again, because this guy is being used as a... Oh, he does have heels. That's helpful. He has little tank tread heel spurs right there. Would have been nice to know those were there. Yeah, that he feels a lot more solid with those on the back. But as you can see, holy crap, what a backpack. It actually doesn't bother me as much. I just wish that this window compressed in more. And again, you can just remove this entire back half, but that would make it parts forming, wouldn't it? Again, I would have liked for this window to have pressed in just a little more, like, please, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, pretty much a lot of kibble on this guy. But the size definitely is a huge factor to this guy. Like, wow, he is big. Huh. And yeah, even his size makes me wish they threw in some more articulation on him. Like, where's the wrist swivel? Opening hands, ankle pivot. Like, come on. Like, this guy... And here's the other thing. He's so big, and yet he has no waist swivel. Why no waist swivel? Like, again, because he's so big, that should give you an excuse to put in so much articulation. But nah. I mean, I guess the G.I. Joe part of it is the whole main gimmick, but I mean, come on. I do like the box that he came in. I do like the box. And yeah, the instructions have like that retro kind of look to them. Put this G.I. Joe part on it. There we go. There you go. G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover Megatron. Crossover figures have a compromised robot mode and some extended to make the vehicle as accurate as possible. Megatron versus the Megatron, she tells you not to worry about. So, yeah, but even then, even though the vehicle modes do get compromised, the robot modes get compromised in favor of the vehicles, those figures still made room for really good articulation. Like the Ultimate Expanse figure, that guy is huge, and he transforms into that jet mode, and yet he still has a diaphragm pivot, and he's got wrist swivel and all kinds of stuff, and he still transforms into his just fine. And he's a huge retool of the freaking Jetfire. And then there's the Gigawatt. The only thing that's compromised about him is the knees, but even then he's still really posable. Like, with this guy being so big, he has no excuses. Like, there is literally room here for ankle pivot. There is enough room here for wrist swivels and waist swivel. There, I can see how they could engineer in a waist swivel. Like, there's no excuse as to why they didn't include it, other than that they wanted cost-cutting measures. Maybe it would have been an even $100 if they had that extra stuff and they wanted it to be below $100. Because this guy was, like... Thankfully, I bought him for really cheap on Amazon compared to the original price, but the original price on this is $90. $90 US. I mean, I have to eat. Like, whatever. But he did come with the Baroness. That is something I should also keep bringing up. But I don't know. I much rather would have liked for them to have included like Cobra Commander or just someone else instead of the Baroness, because honestly, I don't really like her character that much. Every time she's been in the G.I. Joe cartoons or the movies or anything, she's always been annoying. She's always been an annoying character. Anyway, where's the instructions? Because I don't know where this piece goes. Doesn't go right here. Does it just go on the arm? Because that would be really dumb. I guess it really does just go on the arm. I understand that this is meant to be a shield, but it's just parts forming. The shield is basically just parts forming, but I definitely will need to transform him into the Hiss tank so I can judge the Hiss tank as well, because when you review a Transformer, you have to balance it between both the robot and vehicle mode. And so far, the most impressive thing about the robot mode is the amount of mechanical detail and the size of it. It's engineering, but the vehicle mode, I'm sure, will be a lot better. Are you going to unbox Baroness on stream or save it for the review? I'm not gonna open her right now because again, I actually need to get going. I've got stuff to do, but yeah, Megatron. But yeah, Megatron's nice. I'll have to do a review on him after all my Halloween stuff is over. He's gonna be one of my first reviews after all the Halloween stuff's over. So anticipate that, or anticipate him to be my first Transformers review of November. So yeah, that's all I really had to show off on the live stream, and that's all I really had to say. So for anyone who's watching this not live, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like on this video, and be sure to let me know what you guys think. And yeah. The novelty of the Hiss tank. That's a robot. Yeah, it's mostly a novelty figure, but it's a really expensive novelty figure. My gosh. Like $90 is not an easy pill to swallow, even in terms of like Transformers and G.I. Joe and collectibles. Like $90 is not an easy pill to swallow. But I still like it. I'm impressed with him. And yeah, I'll review him as soon as all the Halloween stuff's over. So yeah, that's all I have to say for the live stream. Thank you all for watching, Firewall and Patricia Lopez. Thank you all for watching. This has been Briximus Prime, and I'll catch you guys next time.